Hello, everyone, and welcome to Franklin, America's soft guitar strap. For those of you not yet familiar with Franklin, this presentation will serve as a video introduction, a sort of digital handshake, and we hope it encourages you to become an active member in the Franklin community, to be able to communicate with you directly, to receive instant feedback on what we're doing, and what you'd most like to see from us would be just invaluable. And so, again, we'd like to invite you to participate. In this inaugural video, we'll lay out the principles that the company and the brand were originally founded on, and that to this day continue to guide our thinking, to justify our goals, and most importantly, to provide the brand with its legitimacy, the reason for its very existence in the marketplace. And if all goes as we hope, this will be followed by a series of very brief, informative product quickies designed to acquaint you with all the various products we're currently making and to engage you with anything new that might be in development. On a personal note, there's an aspect to this introduction that does feel just a bit peculiar. And this is because we've been in business now for almost 2 decades, 20 years. So I think before we go one step further, we're obliged to acknowledge and thank the thousands upon thousands of talented performing musicians and loyal dealers who embraced and supported the Franklin brand right from the very beginning. To say we've been fortunate would be an understatement of epic proportions. All of us here share a debt of gratitude for your continued support, and we don't take it lightly. Every day, we recognize our responsibility to the players and dealers who made all of this possible. When my wife Sharon and I decided it was time to commit to our own business, most of my colleagues found it a bit odd that we chose straps, having been in the guitar business for 27 years. So why straps? Well, just as today there were dozens of corporations manufacturing and selling straps, and admittedly, some of them very nice. There was, however, in the strictest, most clinical sense, no real branding. And by this I mean a range of product in which every single model, every single strap had to conform to a strict, laser sharp, cut in stone identity, a distinctive visual statement that carries through the entire range, a consistently high level of dependable quality, and of course, offered at a fair, affordable price. And it's these three critical distinctions that represent the implied warranty that ultimately form the bonds of trust between customers and the brands they choose to associate with. So, in the most fundamental sense, this means that every single strap is conceived, designed, and produced for one and only one purpose: to please the customer. Any profit realized is simply a consequence of how well we've lived up to your expectations. And as strange or even bizarre as this may sound coming from a company, we recognize fully the world just didn't need another line of straps, another collection of disparate, unrelated, conflicting stuff held together under a corporate banner. But we did believe that a real brand, a brand with a clearly defined character, a spirit that's apparent in every single strap, something that's not just seen but actually felt, and of course something that distinguishes the Franklin brand from all its competitors. We did believe that this would be a welcome addition. So when you look at one of these straps, you'll see that it's this unique asymmetrical end tab that creates the visual identity that makes them instantly recognizable. And in our minds, it wasn't enough to simply create a distinctive visual personality. It was critical that the design should complement, maybe even enhance the look of your guitar rather than detracting from its beauty. So every one of these curves is an arc on a perfect circle, sort of a mini tribute to the fluid, almost hypnotic shapes we've grown to love in those iconic guitars produced between the 1930s and the 1960s. For many players, their guitar becomes their most cherished possession. So the idea of Creating a strap that sits front and center on a player's shoulder and presents a design point of view that's in direct conflict with the guitar seemed absurd. Aesthetic heresy. A strap should not upstage your guitar or you. Further, when you see one of our straps on stage, it's the design that defines us and not the company's name. So we flat out refuse to take advantage of our customers, the players who've chosen Franklin, by turning them into walking billboards. Taking our cue from the vintage community, our long-term goal has always been to create designs with a timeless quality. Timeless because of the purity, the integrity of the design. And this really is the fundamental difference between fashion and style. Fashion is very much in the moment. It can be great fun, even exciting, but it gets its energy from change for change's sake, sometimes just shock value. Style, on the other hand, is lasting. Lasting because it strives to create an ideal, an elevated level of visual order, balance, and beauty. And in our case, this means a strap you'll be as proud to wear 20 years from now as you'll be this weekend, whether you're playing for 50,000 fans at a Coliseum or the talent show at your high school. The Franklin tagline or slogan has always been the soft strap. So you can expect ultra soft, top grain leathers, often tumbled for added softness, combined with deep napped suedes that not only add to that soft, supple feel, but ensure a strap that will serve you well for years to come. And of course, none of this would matter in the least if not for the extraordinarily gifted artisans who put their heart and soul into every strap. In every stitch, you can see the decades dedicated to perfecting their craft. One of the most unexpected and truly rewarding aspects of this business has been being able to make our straps in America. The realization that we could produce a strap of exceptional quality and offer it at such an affordable price has been, well, just the most amazing blessing. And this enormously important topic will be the subject of its own separate video. But it's worth noting that it affects the quality of life of millions upon millions of Americans, regardless of their field of endeavor, and not just a small group of dedicated artisans at a strap factory, or even the music industry. The positive economic effects roll out and impact nearly everyone. And finally, we value or price the straps with not only an appreciation, but a firsthand empathy for the young players and the seasoned pros who've chosen to make music such a significant part of their lives. It really is for you that we're committed to making every single strap an exceptional value, visually, physically, and financially. All of us here are guitar fanatics, and we love the fact that we're fortunate enough to be working with players who share our passion for the guitar and making music. For those of you who've supported us over the years, we can never begin to adequately express our appreciation. And for those of you just getting to know us, please know we'll do everything within our power to earn your trust, your confidence, and your continued loyalty. So from all of us here at Franklin, we wish you every possible success with your musical dreams and hope that this marks the beginning of a long and rewarding relationship. Once again, I'm Greg Bennett. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your consideration. I'll see you soon.